And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Strong steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
He finds his man complete. That's Crawford. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Wilkins. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pick of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Titans' 41-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Texans. 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Will Waker on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun. Strong. That's caught right side by Worthy. A look there at the numbers for Worthy last week. 5 catches, 64 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Wilkinson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw. Strong. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Looking to throw. Strong. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. After 1, 7-3 the score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off play action. Strong. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over. And now out comes Houston. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. That's Wilkins. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Strong. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, Wilkinson. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that, could be preventing a
touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by Molt.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Strong.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 4-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell from 4 yards out. And the Texans have cut the lead back down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Strong.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Strong, escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Strong. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance,
Previous
it'll
play
help them
is
when they
under
put the ball
review.
back in the air.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back. Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Xavier Worthy, 75 yards. And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, you kick an extra.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw again.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Texans first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Wilkinson takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can.
To the right side and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Give to Hall running right.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilkins. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he is out of bounds here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stop things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Gets past one man. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return.
The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Strong. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Devin Lloyd came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Houston set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
Only able to gain a couple there at its 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ball want to give up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Will Riker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And it will push the lead up to 5. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
So now the Titans down by 5. 2:09 to play. Throwing to start the drive. Strong.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll look to throw as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one.